Alright. Boom, Mark 1205. Numbers after name. I'm gonna try to be a little bit nicer this video. Probably not, because I mean, I'm just glad I pointed out in yesterday's video that the maps are like a disaster in this game, because they really are, and they really hurt the game. And I don't know. Just to kind of expand a little bit more, I don't know how such huge maps got approved, because they are not. It's not Call of Duty. It's a different game that I don't want to play. And the spawns in them are horrendous, and that's crazy. And that's for every map, the big and the small ones, but it's just more noticeable on the big maps. The fact that now they split the 10v10 and 6v6 modes is cool, so you have that option. But that just means we have less 6v6 maps. So, like, I've been playing the same couple maps over and over and over again, and, yeah, kind of bored by them. Like, first off, let's also say this, just real quick on maps. They're not good. Like, all these maps are just average at best. I'm not gonna say that they're bad necessarily, but they're all average at best. And they play into something I want to talk about in this one, which is also to me a big negative in the game. The time to kill, right? Now, I won't consider this necessarily the negative. This is just a philosophical choice, as is everything in the game. But this one's more of a philosophical choice, where they kind of designed the game based on this. They clearly wanted a shorter time to kill, and honestly one of the shortest times to kill in the series. I mean, sometimes you just die. That's it. Like it's over. Which is fine. I don't like it necessarily. I prefer the longer games, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. You get used to it, you kind of play by that. But what happens in theory? All right, in theory, two things. At least how I feel like, and maybe I'm not like correct on this, but in theory, two things happen. One, people play more scared when the time to kill is short. You'd think that like with a short time to kill, there'd be more kills. I think it's quite the contrary, and I think I kind of have proof on it, because there's a lot of games that I've played that don't, like, the time limit ends before we even get to the 100 or the 75, like, TDM kills. Just because people are scared. Like, people are just wusses. They don't, like, leave corners. And the other thing about this map design is there's corners everywhere. There are literally corners on corners on corners on corners. Like when you go into a room, man, I mean, you better look at all four of those corners, and maybe even like a fifth and a sixth one somewhere, because there's cats everywhere, because they're scared, because the time to kill is so like minimal that like if you want to get a streak, you really gotta survive, and you really gotta plan out your motions. If you're close to a streak, you better just sit there and not move for a while until you get it. So I think time to kill has that negative effect, because I remember that sometimes for the Modern Warfare games as well. Whereas in Black Ops, I feel you can play a little more free, because you feel like, okay, even if I get like shot, whatever, I'll at least know where he is, and I'll be able to like readjust and get like ready at the gunfire. I'll be a little bit of deficit, but I can still take it to him. So that's one thing with the time to kill. The other thing is, I believe it makes like the internet and like the server like tick rate like even more like of a factor in the game. This is just a feeling I have. I don't really have any scientific data to back this up. But I've played some games of Modern Warfare where I just die instantly. Like, there is no options. It's really funny because I'll play sometimes, and at first I thought there was like a really, really like long range like shotgun in the game, because I would just die. Like I wouldn't even see the guy. I would just go boom, and I'd hear like a bullet, and then I'd die. And then I'd watch the kill cam, and then the kill cam I got like shot like 5 times, and I was like, whoa, like that never happened. Like I just died. Like what? Like okay. And then there's other games where I play, and I'll get shot those 5 times, and I'll still be able to maybe like move a little bit and get out of the way, readjust. And then when I shoot, I like drop people. So it's just, since there's so like small leeway in terms of like actually like killing somebody, like kill or be killed, I feel it puts even more pressure on like the lag in the game, and even more pressure on the servers to be like 100% on point to make the experience fair, and not modestly favoring somebody else because like your data got put in the server a little bit ahead of the other person. And it's weird sometimes. I mean, I don't know if I just don't know, but like sometimes on the kill feed, I'll die. Like I'll kill somebody, and then I'll die like real quick after, and it'll even show that like I died before I killed somebody, and I'm just like, what? Like that just literally didn't happen. Like how could I do that? Like, so the time to kill isn't my ideal for a Call of Duty game, but I respect the decision of it. I just think it puts a lot more pressure, and it makes the map design even more like why do we decide to put all this stuff over here? Because like everybody's just hiding in corners, and it makes for a less like enjoyable experience in my eyes. I would think it's even like debatable. Okay. Some other negatives. the footsteps in this game are wild loud. I mean, the whole game's really loud for some reason. I mean, I don't know. I guess if I was talking to my girl about this. Like, I guess if you're trying to simulate war's pretty loud. Like, ain't nobody like walking around war with like no noise canceling, like, you know, new AirPods or whatever, because it's like really loud. Like, yeah, it's loud. I get it. But it's also a video game, and I need my ears for like a living. So like, maybe we don't like make it like as loud as like Sin. The footsteps are ridiculously loud. Like, you could hear people all over the place, and it's a matter of getting used to like be able to like determine kind of where they are. But it's a little bit crazy how far you could hear them and stuff, and it really throws you off. Like, you'll be kind of like in a building, and you'll hear somebody like in the other building, and you're just like, what? Like, are they here? Are they like, I don't know, a little bit too much. Dead silence as one of these I don't even know what they are. One of these little thingies that you could use is like a combat utility. I don't know what that was called. You had the triggers for it to activate it or whatever, or the bumpers. No. Why? Who said that Dead Silence wasn't a good perk? Like, who said like I would rock the hell out of Dead Silence if it was a perk? I'm rocking the hell out of it using this because I think it's very handy to like get across on people and do that. So I don't know. Not the biggest fan of that. Not having the pick 10 system is just dumb. I don't know. I don't know. There's some things that I thought were like just set in Call of Duty, like that's how we do it because that's like really good. Whatever. Ultimately, I'm okay with it because you just abide by the rules that the game sets you. So that one's not like the biggest. But like we could have just done the pick 10 system and been cool with it. I'm not the biggest fan of all these attachments on the gun. I think it's cool that the guns level up. I think it's cool how much like attention to detail they put on that. I think it's cool how many options you have on there. I haven't watched like too many videos yet on like what the best guns are, whatnot. But I can't imagine that all this stuff is balanced. Like, there's no way you could tell me that they balance all these weapons with all these attachments and all these little variants. Like, you are out of your mind if you think that's like that we're not gonna find like super classes here anytime soon. And if we don't, then I mean, kudos to like Infinity War. Like, they nailed it. Like, that's pretty like beast. And maybe you don't, just because like everything kills like real quickly. So maybe we don't. Everything just kills like real quickly, and that's kind of like the game we play. The other thing, also, this is very minor, but whatever, this is a matter of preference, and I'll just inform in case you don't know. The game like starts with like film grain like filter and also motion blur like equipped. I took it off. I think it looks horrible. I think it makes the game look worse. I don't know why you'd want that, but if you do, then enjoy it. But if you don't, there is a way to get rid of it, so do that. And in all fairness, I think it should default it that way, but to each their own on that one. That one's very, very, very minor. So where do we go from here? I've still been playing the game. I'm trying to get like a feel for it. The main qualm I have and the main kind of like spot where I'm at is I don't have when I get clapped, because there's been some games where I just get like utterly clapped. Like when you get like pinned down and you spawn in like one of those big maps, you just die and that's it. You just end up 420 and that's that. But even when I do well, I'm still not having that much fun. And that to me is kind of where like I'm not sure how redeemable the game is at that point, because we can fix a lot of things. We can't fix the maps, we can fix the spawns, we can fix some other stuff that I mentioned, but not having the fun in the game, I'm not sure how we fix that.